The most interesting thing when you finish your shooting, you try to be creative with ideas, with advices, with a lot of things. And I just finished my shooting, and of course I had my Leica SL, the camera that I shoot with all the time, with me. And I thought to say, like, why don't I just give advice to people that it's an interesting camera, very amazing, and I know I did a lot of videos about it, but at the same time it's like, this is the inspiration of this video. It came from the model. When I was shooting the model, he was like saying, man, I know this brand, it's so expensive, it's amazing camera. And it's like, well, we shoot the best for the best. So I told him, of course it's an amazing camera, what do you think I'm gonna carry with me? But the whole point was, when I finished the shooting, I said, like, even the model have nothing to do with photography, but because I deal with professional models, they know these things. And when these models know these things, so basically the photographer should be more wiser. So I thought to make a very quick live video just to show that how can you really afford a Leica SL? Let's remove the dollar sign. So please enjoy this video, and I will catch you after the video. Ciao everybody, I just finished my shooting and I'm going to one of my friends at the camera store, and I want to check something out because I wanted to show that how can you really afford to buy Leica SL. Now, it's not a sponsored video or nothing, but I just want to show to people that there is possibility, and let's make a legit video and live. And I want to ask about the prices and see what's up. Hey, what's up, man?
Hi.
Listen, you're gonna be live, so hopefully you're gonna carry on with me good. Yes, yes. Listen, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
You have Canon, you have Nikon, you have Sony, you have all the brands,
Yes,
all the way.
sure.
Let's put it this way also. And you have Leica, you have all the brands, right? You guys are like big. You guys are big dealers. So one question: what is the most flagship camera you have from the Nikon version? Like, what is the best one, the professional one?
I have the D5.
So the D5 people ask you for all the time? Okay, can you tell me how much is it? Okay, can you tell me how much is the D5? Because I know it's a professional line from Nikon. Can you tell me how much is it in US dollars with the tax, with everything? So people will come here and buy it. How much is it in dollars? Like US dollars?
In dollars, it will be 6,475.
6,500? 6,475. More or less 6,500. Okay, and they ask for what lenses usually comes with it? Usually they ask for the combination of
470 or the 70 to 200.
So can you give me how much is the 24 to 70 in US dollars and the 70 to 200 also in US dollars? Because I know B&H and all these websites, they put the website, the prices, but when you go, you need to pay tax and all these things. So can you give me the final price as I'm coming to buy it? 70 to 200 and 24 to 70.
So the 2470 in dollars, it will be 2,500.
2,500.
Good for you?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna buy it, but I just want to check the
second
prices.
lens, it's 70 to 200, will be 2,640.
2,640.
Yeah.
Can you calculate for me the D5 plus 24 to 70 plus the 70 to 200?
Altogether?
Yes, please.
All together.
Like, I'm coming to buy the D5 with the two lenses because I want to just see how much is it really I'm gonna spend on this professional system, because I want to compare it with something I don't want to say, but for now, but we're talking about
For the best price for you, it will be 11,500.
$11,500. I get D5, I get 24 to 70, and I get 70 to 200.
You get the body and two lenses, yes.
Cool. And can you tell me about, I see you have a Canon also, so let's go to the Canon version.
If you want to compare the Canon to Nikon, I have in the Canon company the 1DX Mark II.
1DX Mark II. This is the professional flagship camera.
Yeah, it
Oh.
comes with the same lenses, the 24 to
70.
70 or the 70 to 200.
Can you just, okay, I don't want to know how much is each.
You the same price as in Canon, right?
Yeah, just to see comparison. Is it cheaper usually from your experience, or Nikon is expensive?
Yes, no, Nikon is expensive.
Oh, okay. Can you add in US dollars, I don't want to ask for how much each because it's probably cheaper. So can you tell me how much is altogether the 1XD, 1DX, and the 70 to 200 and the two, because this is the most common lenses, right?
Give me one evidence.
Okay, okay.
So
So you can see it's live, and let's see what happens. This is interesting. I know usually
around
yes,
$10,000.
$10,000. So basically we're talking about like 1,500-ish between each, and this is include tax, include everything, right?
Right.
Warranty and everything.
If you're a tourist,
You get the tax back. So it's the same as every other companies.
Yes.
And you also sell Leica and all these things, right?
Whatever
The
you
SL, all these things. Okay.
Whatever you need.
And the Sony, I don't think I will go through it, but because it's not like on the level of, you know, like of course the Leica is in a different genre, the Canon is different. Okay, okay. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you. Ciao. Okay, just saying hello to my friend, and absolutely it's out of the blue. Usually I come sometimes if I want extra batteries, memory cards, but today I don't want anything really. So I just really came to the store to say hello, and I wanted, you know, to check about the prices. And you can see the prices are very, very close to what we have on the SL. The Leica SL with the lens 24-290, it's more or less the same price. We're talking about like almost 10,500 to 11,000 euros for the SL, for the 24-90, which is more or less like the same price. So you can see you're paying for quality, and if you want to compare this with the Leica and you want to compare the Nikon D5 and the Canon, you can see it's more or less the same, and you can enjoy actually the more quality. Now the SL is a professional line, of course, from Leica, and you can see I'm a heavy user of Leica SL, and I have it in the bag, and you can see that the reason I went to ask for it because I want to show that how you really can afford something like this. I'm gonna make this video speaking about it in details more, and this is just a live preview just to show you from a real store that sell cameras, all the brands, how much it really is when you go and pay the tax and everything, how much you're gonna end up paying. And this is pretty much about it. Catch the video and I will talk to you on the studio, on my office. Ciao, ciao. So you can see it's very legit. Just pick up the phone, went to the store. Of course they know me, right? Because I buy things from them and everything. So actually when I finished the video, he called me and told me, what is it all about? And I told him, don't worry about it. I'm just giving advice to some people and friends and YouTube things. So it's not like I'm planning these things, but it came spontaneous. And let's go through the calculation again. So I have a pen and a paper here. And then we can just discuss few maybe advices and stuff like that. And we'll see how we're gonna do it, and let's hope for the best. Okay, an empty page. Okay, so let's see. D5, we discussed about the D5, right? So he said it's like $6,500. And then he said there is to 24-70, which is the most common thing, right? So we have 24-70, and we have the 70-200. I don't know how to write. 70-200, 2.8. This is for the Nikon. So it's 6,500 according to what he said. And then we have the 2500 for that 24-70, and the 70-200 he said is 2,640. It's expensive line. I know Nikon, it's like raised their price a bit, taking advantage of the situation because a lot of people are aiming for it, and you know everybody when they go one direction, it's like, hey, why don't we raise the price? So it comes together to, he told me I can give it to you 11,500 US dollars. So he gave me a discount of $140 off. So we're talking about almost $11,500. For the Canon guys, you mentioned, you notice I'm mentioning brands. 1XD or 1DX, I don't really know what was it. And then the 70, the 200 and the 24-70, and it's cheaper. And you can see that people are not really buying Canon anymore because they don't really, it's something going on with them. I don't really know, but let's see what's gonna happen. Anyway, so he told me I can give it to you for $10,000, break even 10,000, and we have 11,500 for the Nikon. The Leica SL plus 24 to 90 lens, it costs around 10,500 euros, ballpark between these things. 11,000 US dollars. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit. I have 11,500 US dollars for the D5 with the 70 to 200 and 200 and the 24 to 70. I have the 1DX, 1XD, and the 70 to 200 and 24 to 70, $10,000. I have the Leica SL in US dollars, more or less $11,000, which is 10,500 euros, something like that. You get the SL, which is the Leica SL, the mirrorless professional system, and the 24 to 90. Let's close this and talk about it. You can see it's very affordable in a professional light system. If I'm a professional photographer and you are a professional photographer, probably you're watching this, you can see that it's all about the quality and how to feel good with the gear. If you watch my other video, which says I tried all the cameras, you can see my background of camera experience and where I came from with this all kind of drama of cameras and why I aim for the best. So comparing the SL with the Nikon D5, I mean, I don't want to say it's no-brainer, but you get really a different camera. I'm not going to say, do you have like 20,000 buttons there and you only have 4 buttons here? That means the Leica SL is bad because it's less buttons. This is 24 to 90. It's more than enough. Not so many people use the 200 fix. Let's cut the crap. You may use it for 85, 70, 100, 110. I used to have this lens twice when I used to have my Nikon version. So it's not about how much lenses do you have. It's all about stick with a group of lenses that you really will use, not because it's common. This is a problem with people. This guy have 70-200, I'm getting it. This guys have like the 1 point whatever thing, I'm getting it. I have the 85, I'm getting it. This is wrong. We are copying paste. That's it. We're not photographers looking for something for comfortable. You can see these people are salespeople. They want to make money. They have inventory. They have camera brands for people that are confused with the brands, which is obvious and normal. This is what makes us all different between as photographers, and this is how we stand out. But at the same time, you need to be a bit more sensitive to your decision making. I'm talking to professional level right now. I'm not talking to people who cannot afford like, you know, $1,000 camera kit from any brand like Nikon and Canon. I'm talking about professional guys, professional photographers, or people want to spend on good gear. I explained a lot about the Leica SL, how much I love it, how much the quality it's there. I print so much. You can see my background, my work is from the Leica SL and other cameras from the Leica system. But you can see from the 24 to 90, it's amazingly full range. When you close it to 90 with the Leica SL, you're gonna have amazing compression. And if it happened for you to shoot at the open aperture, you're gonna have amazing kind of a blurrish background, which is some people love it, but I'm not a big fan. For example, you can see all my shots are very from 8 and up. So you can see the style of everybody, but the range, the zoom range of the 90 to from the Leica, from the 24 to 90, it's very amazing and enough. You can get this wide shots and you can get the close-up amazing tight shots. And the body, as the Leica SL, it delivers, man. It delivers. It delivers the best of the best. Look at this video I'm shooting with myself right now. It's amazing. Come on, hands down. No grading, no funny business, no sharpening, no nothing. MP4 out, I will just like cut where I need to be cut. For example, the end and the front, I put my name. That's pretty much about it. I don't do cuts. You can see it's a live video. I don't do these tick, 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 nothing like that. So, but you see the quality, you see my skin tone, you see the coloration, you see how things are, one. Two, it's do cinematic. It does a lot of things. So you have the versatility of video production. You can see I'm attaching my mic inside and I'm adjusting a lot of things. So everything is customizable. The buttons, the layout, the image quality, this is the most important thing. And I mentioned in some of my videos, we don't need Mark I and Mark II and Mark III cameras to follow up with the market and say we have the best. We only have the best of what we made our decision from the first place. And this is when the company need to stand out behind us and say like, we will support you all the way. For example, they made a grip for the SL, which is amazing, which I have it already. So you can see you buying around the camera, but it's not like we need to catch up all the time with the cameras, because I mentioned already on my other video when I tried all the cameras, there is always need to be something next with few buttons around, and they call it a new version, and people say like we need to have the latest and greatest, and they don't even know how to use the first version. So it's not about all the time the tools you have, it's all about what you love to make your pictures with. And this is when you really need to shop and be careful and make your decisions really wise about it. This is when it comes to say like, okay, I made my decision about the Leica SL, I'm gonna stand behind it. Worst come to worst, of course you can sell it or you can return it back, right? But at the same time, once you make a really good decision about it, it's not a joke. You're not gonna just test it for like a month and gonna return it back. It's a really great camera. And the lenses are amazing. And this is what I like about the system. So they did the 24-70 and then they start creating more lenses. Then you have the 90-280. So you have more versatility if you want to have this more range. So you can buy these things, but it's very amazing range from the 24 to 90. You can see there is, it's an unusual range. And this is when they say like, because I don't know how they really made this 90, but from my experience, from like if I'm a photographer, if I'm like want to make a lens, I really will ask real photographers use it not based on they heard about it and they need to own it and buy it. I will ask about, do you really use the 200 on the 70-200, even though it gives you the range in case you need it. I'm all about it. See, I'm talking to professional guys now here, so they understand how I'm dealing with things and how I'm thinking about things. This is what I mean. I never used it on my 70-200 when I used to have it. I use the 70 because of the compression, right? It starts from the 70, so basically the elements and everything is like really sick sharp, sick tight. The compression is like right there. So I use it between 270 to maximum 100. So it's not about the 100 that is gonna break the deal. It's all about, do I really need it? Or do you see the difference between the 90 and 200? So you won't see these kind of technical things. So this is what I'm trying to say. It's a great range. You want more? No problem. There is a lens for it to give you even more range and more zoom. You have the prime lenses, which is the 50, the 35, you have the 75, you have the 90. So you have really good thing. Now you're gonna tell me it's expensive. Yes, it is expensive. It's not gonna come cheap. You're gonna go and buy Aston Martin car. You're not gonna say like, why you guys not priced like the Honda car? Come on. You need quality, you need to pay for it. Simple as that. This is not like the lens as any other company's lens and all of a sudden they decide to say, hey, what's up, let's raise the price because we are like different and we're, no. They put quality in their glass, in their lens, in their everything, and they stand behind it. And this is when you become unique, when you join the club. So only the Leica photographers / who buy Leica understand this. Why? not because you don't have a Leica, so you have to understand it, but because of the Leica photographers who went to Leica store and bought their cameras, understand it, because they are trying it every day, they own the product, and they love it so much, and they love the quality of it. So when I speak direct to a Leica photographers, he said like, man, I feel you, I know it, I love it, I'm with you. But when I speak with the Nikon and Canon and Sony, all these photographers, they're gonna say like, it's overrated, it's over expensive, I can get better images in my camera. We are all known about these things. We know that you can get images with great ones with your Polaroids. Today, I said it in my video again, when I tried all the cameras make a great, all the companies make a great cameras. It's hard for me to deny these things, and if I say no, I'm bullshitting you, and you have no right to use my advice at all. But there is something called standing out with the quality and with your standards. So once you aim for like certain direction and where to go and which clump you want to join, this is when you start being a bit unique. So it's not like the same. It's not the same. The reason I'm telling you these things, because I came from that generation, I came from that area, and this is when it's too hard for me to explain how good this camera is or this family is. People gonna say like, you know, like the rest of everybody else, because everybody's bored, they're gonna call you fanboy and this and that. I don't even know what fanboy means, but it's normal. It's normal when someone likes something to talk about it in a very delightful way, respectful, not overdoing it and not over exaggerating with it. And the best part is there is nothing behind it. I have nothing behind it. I'm not getting anything from you. I'm not making living out of you. Whatever you make, you're listening to this video because you may find it interesting. You may want a small advice, or you want to just make sure that it's really up to standards, or you're curious about it, what's going on. But do whatever you want. You want to buy Leica, you want to buy Olympus, you want to buy Canon, you want to go and buy Minolta from God knows where, do it. But once you want to go to a professional system and you want to have a small of a change, there is no kind of something wrong with just going and try the Leica SL, especially they make a test drive. So you can hold it, drive it, you can shoot with it, you can do things with it, so you can have the feeling of it. And the best part is to look at the raw images. And if you're into video, this is it, man. Really, this is it. I said also you can actually put cinematic lenses in this camera. This is how crazy is it, you know? Nikon, Canon, there is no way you can do these things. I'm not trying to make them look bad again, because that's why I don't like to mention brands, see? But we already spoke with the video, so I will carry on with it. So you can see there is a good range of things, and this is what I was trying to say. You will not regret buying or owning one of these Leicas, especially the Leica SL, because I really love this camera a lot. Now, you're gonna ask me, what if I need more things, more accessories? Is it well-rounded? Of course it is. Just go to the Leica store, tell them you want to try the Leica SL, ask for 2 lenses. I don't know how you guys are gonna do it with them, and just see the magic. Look at the back of the screen. It doesn't need to have like 20,000 buttons. It doesn't need to have a voice record of like a memo record. It doesn't need to have all these things other cameras have to delusion you with this is the best of the camera. This is not it. This is all about you having a camera with the great basic elements. Great basic elements. That's how it needs to be described. You have a great lens, a great body structure, and a great interior inside as the sensor and the CPU and the way things render. That's all you need. You don't need a computer, you don't need a keyboard, you don't need Wi-Fi's, you don't need these things. We are professional photographers. We want to hold the camera once we go to a job when you hold it proud and secure and confident, it shows. And when your client see how it shows in your face, this is called $1 million, $1 million, €1 million, €1 million ruble, whatever you want to call it. That's how strong the statement is. Loving your gear, you will see confidence in your face, it reflects. And this is when you have, I walk with my queue to a wedding top money. When I say ambassadors, I shot an ambassador. I went with my queue, I took it, test drive it, I worked with it. Nobody asked me nothing. It's not because they saw it's Leica. It's about how can you hold your gear confident and secure and know you're gonna do a job. A lot of people don't have the balls to take these small cameras to a professional thing because they are counting so much on their camera. But this is when you know and you put your faith, not so much, but you know, when you really have this kind of good communication between you and a company can deliver what you need, of course, after testing and knowing what you're doing, you become a pro. And when you become a pro and mastering photography, anything it's been given to you, you know how it's gonna work and you know if this is the right thing for the job or not. And even though if it's teeny tiny point and shoot camera or if it's a huge medium format camera. So size and over designing, don't let it fool you. That's all I can say. Check my video again. Maybe you should play back again and check the video. How simple is it? We're talking about the same price. You get extra what? 100 millimeter range because of the 70-200, but you get a different vibe. You get a different camera. You may be annoyed in the beginning because you're used to Canon, Nikon, blah, 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 but you're gonna understand that you have eyes on you because you have something different and unique. And all you have to do is master your camera and you will be the next one to make videos like this, saying, I love it so much, not because of it's a commercial thing, because you just want to share your love about it. And that's very much about it. I have nothing to do with you guys, but I'm happy because I have a little bit of a community going on. I have a little bit of circle. Thanks to everybody sending me messages on Instagram and asking me about questions about these things. People still ask me about the SL2. Don't wait for SL2. Just enjoy what's there. And hopefully Leica, also, I'm sure they're watching this video, don't make a lot of versions. We don't need a lot of versions, especially when it comes to professional line. We are professional people, we know it's professional or not. So it's not about you need to come with SL2 so it's more professional, or you need to twist a bigger sensor or bigger megapixel. This is no needed for it. We have more than enough. Just let's work around the camera. Unless you want to make a totally different camera with a different features, with different everything, this is a different story. But you're making great things already. Just work around it. I'm sad to see a Q2 in a way, but maybe it's a change. But you can see not a lot of people are taking version 2, especially from this company like Leica. Not a lot of people taking Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3 really smooth like the other companies. Why? Because the other companies, they need to put a different button because they're used to it. They're milking people with money and these people are not really enjoying it. That's why they don't have so much going on. But with your pricing, with your quality, just work around the amazing piece of art you make, then work around it. This is when it becomes amazing, like palace, and the palace come with the amazing property and the furniture inside it and the paints and the garden and the cars. So it becomes amazing mini land. So this is how it needs to be done, in my opinion, because if I'm owner of a company, that's what I would do. But it's not mine, but I own some of the products of Leica. This is when I maybe can share it, because you can only work so much, you only can think so much, you only can hear about things so much. But when you always have something outside the box or someone speak a different point of view, this is when it opens up eyes a little bit. Because professional photographers, if you give them again point and shoot, they will make magic with it. If you give me a cue and now you tell me go to a wedding, no problem. I will be running there. I will just call my Uber and say like, let's run. because I know how can I deliver great images with it. Not because of the focal length, not because of the depth of field, nothing like that. It's all about you. Love your camera, the camera will love you, and you will make a great magic. This is pretty much about it. I don't want to make it so long, but we will catch up in my next video, and we'll make a little bit of follow-up with everything also. I don't have a problem. Please check my website at ramseyspencer.com. You can see everything there. My Experto TV, Ramsino. You can go to my Instagram. You have a lot of people like there. Thank you so much for everybody sending me messages and following me also. And that's pretty much about it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.